Some people believe there is a young lady sitting in jail right now. Has just been actually the verdict came back saying that she's guilty of manslaughter. The trial will be on Dateline tonight. Poisoned is what the episode is being titled. And Andrea Canning from NBC's Dateline is on now. Good morning, Andrea.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful.
Good morning.
This is really a story that has captured many, many people up here. This is a big one. So,
it's huge. And actually, I've been telling everyone this is my favorite Dateline that I've ever done as far as the mystery factor and all the layers that go with this story. I mean, it's like 1 minute you think this person did it, the next minute you think another person did it.
Yeah.
So as far as the mystery perspective, this is my best case so far that I've seen. From a storytelling perspective,
I've heard a lot of things about this NBC episode. How long will be focused? How long will the episode on Kaitlyn Conley be tonight?
It will be 2 hours starting tonight at 9 o'clock.
Wow,
from 9 to 11. Yeah,
full
and
2 hours.
We were saying we screened it the other day, and we were saying we could have made a 3 hour, 4 hour out of it. There was so much material.
You know, we were talking how so much of this is circumstantial. I mean, all of it is circumstantial, it seems. And whether you have some elements, the DA's office will say, well, we have cell phone, there's screenshots, there's this, that. We still don't have proof that Kaitlyn Conley had that phone in her hand when that screenshot was taken. So to me, there was enough reasonable doubt to be able to come back with a not guilty verdict, I would think. But what were your thoughts?
I mean, most cases are circumstantial, to be honest. I mean, you watch crime shows and then it's all solved by, the end of the hour and they have DNA and whatever. But most cases are not that simple.
Right.
It's the totality of all the circumstantial evidence. And in this case, they did have her DNA on the bottle. They did have her phones, her work computer, the typewriter. Of course, the defense said that, she was framed.
Yeah,
and the DNA on the bottle was easily explained. She signs for packages, whatnot. I think what made it more doubtful for people was the fact that you had the victim's husband, now dating the victim's sister.
Yeah,
and then you had the son that they're pointing the finger at him as well, even though both of them have been cleared and have immunity. I think that's what brought doubt into some people's minds that Katie was responsible.
We had an investigator on yesterday who said that he interviewed witnesses that saw the sister and the husband together weeks before.
6 months.
6 months before. And I know it was testified to at the very least weeks, but he said he had 4 or 5 witnesses.
Oh, that many.
That ultimately ended up refusing to testify. But in one case, he had a notarized statement, and they didn't end up using her testimony. But that went back 6 months.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we have we didn't interview anybody to talk about that. We used what was used in court.
Sure. Yeah.
The one witness who talked about that she under oath said that she saw him kissing Cassie.
And that just gives so much doubt because he denies that, but. The DA's office, however, will say, I'm sure they told you, unequivocally, this crime was committed by Kaitlyn Conley. They truly believe she is the murderer.
They absolutely do, and we interviewed, Katie. She will be in the show tonight.
Oh, it's the first time we get to hear from her.
Yeah, so that was big. Fascinating talking to her, and it's interesting because her attorney did not want her to talk about the facts of the case in our interview. Mm-hmm. But what was so fascinating about the interview, and you'll see it when you watch it, is there's some moments of body language that are confusing. I'll just put it at that.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's hard to describe. You'll have to watch it yourself. But we talked to so many people. We talked to Mary's daughter, 2 daughters, who believe Katie is responsible. And they believe justice was done. But we also interviewed Mary's 3 of her sisters who believe Katie is innocent.
I know. We've had them all in studio. It's
so it's like
crazy.
it's just so it's rare that you get a case this divided and that you get the victim's own family defending the defendant.
Yeah, it's like there seems to be a civil war in this family right now over this trial. It's really
and
crazy.
Let's not forget about Mary Yoder. I mean, we really look into her life, and what an amazing woman.
Yeah.
I mean, she just, from everybody we talked to, they just loved her. She just cared so much about her patients, her children, and that's what's so sad in all of this, that she has, had to die. I mean, such a violent death. It's heartbreaking.
All right, Andrea Canning, this is going to be... Huh?
Sorry.
What did I say?
Channing?
Yeah, that's what I thought I said that. Did I say that properly? Did I get your name wrong, Andrea Canning?
Oh, it's Canning.
Oh,
Andrea
Canning. Ah, it's written with an H here on my... I'll call it.
Oh, it happens all the time. Yeah. No worries.
So, Andrea Canning from NBC Dateline. Listen, we talked when this trial first started, when the first trial, the mistrial, this is going to have a real national interest, and you guys are proving that. This is a very interesting case.
Yeah, and what's great is, I mean, it's just people don't know the ending around America. So, that you guys do, but they don't.
All right, very interesting. We will be watching 2-hour special on NBC tonight. Andrea, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.